For over half a decade, Max Verstappen and Red Bull have transformed Formula One into their personal playground.
Max, you are a three-time world champion. That's unbelievable.
Leaving Ferrari's championship dreams, well, nothing more than a dream. Year after year, Ferrari charges to the tracks only to be systematically dismantled by the ruthless efficiency of Red Bull racing. So why is Ferrari, one of Formula One's best teams, finding it impossible to beat Red Bull? Red Bull has dominated Formula One for years with their engineering brilliance, strategic mastery and psychological warfare. Since 2021, Max Verstappen has become a force of nature that has redefined competitive racing. From 2021 to 2024, Verstappen has won an unprecedented number of races, clinching 3 consecutive world championships with a level of consistency that makes other teams look almost amateur. In the 2024 season alone, he has dominated with a win rate that borders on the supernatural.
Max Verstappen wins the season opener. Verstappen takes the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Max Verstappen wins the Qatar Grand Prix. Max Verstappen crosses the line to take victory in Shanghai. Max Verstappen wins the Sao Paulo Grand Prix in 2024.
Ferrari has been struggling with inconsistency for a while now, but Verstappen seems to be having the time of his life. Led by Adrian Newey, Red Bull's technical team has consistently produced cars that are not just fast but revolutionary. Their understanding of aerodynamics, tyre management, and race strategy has been light years ahead of Ferrari's approaches. While Ferrari has often been reactive, Red Bull has been predictably innovative, designing cars that don't just compete, but fundamentally change the competitive landscape. Verstappen himself has been the perfect embodiment of this approach. Unlike many drivers who rely solely on raw speed, he brings a calculated precision to every race. His ability to manage tyres, make split-second strategic decisions, and maintain composure under extreme pressure has made him a complete racing machine. Ferrari's attempts to challenge this dominance have felt increasingly desperate.
And is the patience going to pay off here? Because Verstappen has got DRS down the main straight. Charles Leclerc can't cover him off. Verstappen takes the lead at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And there are many in the grandstands who like that as Leclerc goes too deep into turn 2.
Multiple car updates, driver changes and strategic reshuffles have done little to close the gap. Each season begins with Ferrari performing like they might have a shot at a championship, but ultimately ends with the same heartbreak. At this point, the psychological advantage Red Bull and Verstappen have built is perhaps their strongest weapon.
We're going to get another change of lead. Max Verstappen takes the place back, but look at how brave on the brakes Charles was, but he couldn't close the door. Verstappen takes the lead back once again.
F1 teams now approach races expecting to be beaten, and this mindset becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Ferrari, once the most feared name in motorsport, has been reduced to playing catch-up, always a step behind, always reacting. But it's been announced that Lewis Hamilton will join Ferrari for the 2025 season. Hamilton is the only driver with a similar track record to Verstappen. So, are we about to see a change? Before we talk about the possibility of Hamilton changing things for Ferrari, we need to first look at why they've been failing all this while.
Are you okay? Yeah, was a big crash.
The biggest of Ferrari's problems comes from a fundamental engineering challenge. The thing is, Red Bull has mastered the art of holistic car design, allowing them to create a machine that works as a perfectly synchronized system. Ferrari, on the other hand, has often appeared fragmented. They seem to be finding it hard to create a system that works well for them. Just this season alone, Red Bull has already won 15 out of 19 races, compared to Ferrari's mere 2 victories. This shows the huge performance gap between both teams. But what is so difficult for Ferrari to figure out? Well, for one, there's the power problem. Red Bull's power units have shown 3.5% better efficiency compared to Ferrari. This translates to approximately 0.4 seconds faster lap times. This seemingly small margin can be the difference between winning or losing a race. There's also their pit stop performance. Red Bull's pit crew averages 2.3 seconds per stop, while Ferrari comes in at 2.8 seconds. Basically, Ferrari has loopholes where they're losing precious time. The driver dynamic has also played a huge role in their struggles. Unlike the seamless partnership between Verstappen and his teammates, Ferrari has often had some internal tension between Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. Verstappen alone has secured 37 race wins since 2021, while Ferrari's drivers combined managed only 14 wins during the same period. In addition to that, Ferrari is having problems with their car's aerodynamic development. In wind tunnel testing, Red Bull's cars have shown 12% higher downforce consistency compared to Ferrari's designs, creating a more stable and predictable racing platform. There's also the psychological aspect of things, and honestly, it hasn't been easy on Ferrari's drivers. With each passing season, the weight of expectation, the historic pressure of representing the most iconic team in motorsport has become a burden rather than a motivation. The arrival of Lewis Hamilton might just be one of the most strategic decisions Ferrari has made in a long time. But can one driver, regardless of his legendary status, truly overcome these systemic limitations that have plagued the team for so long? When Ferrari announced that Lewis Hamilton would be joining the team next season, all their fans were really happy for good reasons. Hamilton brings 7 world championships and a proven track record of transforming teams. However, we need to understand one thing. Hamilton is a legendary driver, but joining Ferrari doesn't automatically mean they can beat Verstappen. In just this season alone, Verstappen basically destroyed every other driver. It's not something Ferrari can just beat overnight. The gap between Red Bull and Ferrari is so significant that even a driver of Hamilton's caliber faces a monumental challenge. During his Mercedes years, Hamilton wasn't just a driver, but a key technical developer. He had the ability to provide precise engineering feedback that helped Mercedes dominate for nearly a decade. Between 2014 and 2020, Hamilton won 74 races and secured 6 world championships, which is why everyone is saying he could be Ferrari's missing piece. Even before his arrival, there have been rumors of an ongoing bromance between Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. Leclerc has openly expressed admiration for Hamilton, viewing him as a mentor since his karting days. This potential mentorship could accelerate Leclerc's development and potentially create the most competitive Ferrari driving pairing in years. But the road ahead is treacherous. Red Bull has built a racing machine that seems almost untouchable. Verstappen is dominating with a consistency that makes other teams look like they're competing in a different sport. Hamilton will need more than his legendary skill. He'll need a complete transformation of Ferrari's entire racing philosophy. The Hamilton experiment is Ferrari's most ambitious bet in decades. It's a declaration that they refuse to accept perpetual runner-up status. Yet, the question remains, can one driver, no matter how talented, bridge a gap that has been years in the making? As the 2025 season approaches, the motorsport world holds its breath. Will this be the moment Ferrari finally breaks free from its championship drought? Or will Hamilton's arrival be just another footnote in Ferrari's increasingly frustrated championship story? Honestly, there's no direct way to answer these questions, but the road to challenging Red Bull's supremacy is long and treacherous, maybe even impossible. Yes, Lewis Hamilton brings unparalleled experience, but one driver cannot instantly reshape years of technological and strategic deficiencies. The numbers are brutally clear. Verstappen's dominance isn't a temporary phenomenon, it's a systematic demolition of the competition. Ferrari faces multiple critical challenges. Their car design philosophy needs complete reconstruction, so technical innovation will be key. Ferrari must completely overhaul their approach to aerodynamics, power unit efficiency, and strategic planning. Hamilton's technical feedback could be crucial, but transforming an entire team's DNA will require both drivers to pitch in. The team dynamics will also play a massive role. It's true that Hamilton and Leclerc are good friends, but they will need to learn to be good teammates. Their relationship could be the making or breaking point of Ferrari's championship hopes. Team principal Frederic Vasseur faces the enormous challenge of managing 2 highly competitive drivers while maintaining team harmony. Financial and resource investments are another critical factor. Red Bull has consistently outspent and outperformed Ferrari in research and development. Simply bringing Hamilton isn't enough. Ferrari needs a comprehensive strategy that matches Red Bull's technological aggression. The psychological barrier might be in the most significant challenge. Years of disappointment have created a culture of expectation without delivery. Breaking this cycle requires more than technical changes. It demands a complete mental reset. Realistically, Ferrari's chances of immediately dethroning Verstappen are slim. Their best-case scenario is closing the performance gap and becoming genuine championship contenders. An immediate title seems unlikely, but steady improvement is possible. The 2025 season won't be about winning the championship, but about proving Ferrari can compete at the highest level again. Hamilton's arrival isn't a guaranteed solution, but it's the most promising opportunity they've had in years. Formula One loves a comeback story, but for now, there's just no way Ferrari can beat Red Bull. But what do you think? Does Ferrari have a shot at winning a championship in 2025? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe to this channel, and turn on the notification bell for more insane videos from the F1 Racing Newsroom.